I've set up this little recording to show you how I've learned a lot of lessons in drone flying. As you can see, I've picked up out of my driveway here at this point, and I'm heading out to the backfield behind our house. At this point, I have never gone more than just up and around with any other drone I ever had, so this is a new venture for me to push it forward. Get a little crop dust, a little crop over on the right hand side with the blades hitting the light coming in. And this is the cornfield back behind our house. As I pan in, I have a little bit of calibration problems here, as you see a little bit of a drift to the left. Notice the mist in the valley down through there. That's where the Bluegrass Parkway goes down through that valley. And it moves on down and over to Bardstown over to your left. We're located on the Muldrow Escarpment as you head up into E-Town, so we're sitting on the edge of where the knobs area of the state is. Notice the cornfield below. And in this video you can almost make out every row, and it seems like you can almost see the blades of the corn. At this point I'm elevating a little bit higher in elevation. I still have the safeties on, so I've only got so much altitude programmed into the drone, and I also have a range that'll only allow it to go out. I think it's about 1,500 feet, so it doesn't really have a lot of range at this point. At this point, I'm going to pan around back toward the subdivision. That's the main road coming in there. And down at the bottom, you'll start to see a big shed down at the bottom there. That's somewhat across the street from me and to the right. So my yard is just below that. Panning back around, you'll see that's panning toward E-Town, Elizabethtown, and then back down this way, you'll see the big valley down through there. And what's remarkable about this video is you can see the big transmission tower over on, I believe it's over on Springfield Road, in the southern part of E-Town. You see that off on just to right of center. Now I'm panning forward again. Panning back around. And like I say, I'm just experimenting here a little bit with the range and what I can really do with this drone. Eventually I'll take some of the safeties off and go out a little further. Just remarkable how well this drone works. Now I'm panning back toward my yard again. You'll see it. I'm going to come back toward, and the trees at the very bottom of the picture are actually in my backyard, right at the bottom center. And they're down, going out of view. Now I'll pan down, and you'll see my gazebo there on the right, center, bottom, and my driveway just the top of my trees, right there at the bottom center of the screen. It's my big pine trees out front. That's my neighbor's garden there on the bottom left, going out of view. And then that's the house across the street from my house, center. Now if you look real hard on the driveway, you'll see a little white speck. That's me flying the drone. This drone gives you a lot of confidence because a lot of times you can't hardly even see it. It's so small up there, but by looking at your screen you can tell exactly where you're at, and you have confidence that you can fly it pretty well. Okay, I'm looking back down the road again, looking east, actually northeast, panning back toward US 62 way over on the background. And at this point, I'm going to fly out kind of over the subdivision, keeping it off to my right. I'm using these transitions, the faux transitions, so I cut out some of the places where I kind of slowed down and played around with a little bit. And I'm raising it up a little higher now. I'm hitting my max altitude pretty much. And I'm going to go out to the max range. And like I said, this range would probably be able to fly completely out over US 62 if I wanted to, but I just haven't taken a lot of the safeties off yet. And pretty much hitting the max range here. I stop it when it tells me I've hit the max range. And I'm panning around, and I think I'm going to hit a return to home at this point. So then you'll see my yard right there. You'll see the camper down the bottom center of the screen. And I'm back out of focus again, and you'll see that transmission tower way out there on the southern end of Elizabethtown. Panning in again, be very at the very bottom. And I'm that little speck in front of the A-liner there. Now panning back off again. You'll see the tower again. Left. Kind of get a general overview of everything, and at this point I'm kind of hitting a return to home, and it's just going to put itself down. Now this one time was one of the few times I had my calibration a little bit off. It's had a left drift. I probably should have spent a little more time with doing the calibration, and it actually was coming down a little bit off on this landing. So at this point it pretty much ends, and that's the end of the video. And if you enjoyed this little video, give me a like.